Good evening, traders. Welcome to Horse Trader UK. As you can see here, it's currently Thursday, the 10th of June 2021, and the time has not long turned 2 minutes past 9 p.m. UK time. Now, traders, I just wanted to shoot this short little video because I wanted I'm eyeing a potential. Let me get that right. I'm eyeing a potential entry into a pair that I'm already in. Okay, I'm seeing an opportunity play out, and I'm also now seeing price give me a potential other opportunity to get short again in this market. Now, the pair that I'm talking about is the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar pair. Okay. Now, if you remember from the video from early on in this video, I mean, here we are. We're on the daily chart. Okay, so this is how long. I went into this pair on the 12th of May. That's when I entered this chart. Now, I entered this pair on the 12th of May, knowing that I am, generally speaking, I'm bullish the Australian dollar over the longer term. I actually believe that this is going to go up, this pair. Okay, but I saw an opportunity in here to go short. And what a great trade. Look what's happened. Prices messed around for a little bit in there. Let me fatten that up for you. Price has messed about a little bit in there for a while. Okay, and then price sold off, and it sold off massively. Now, what it did, if you see this arrow here, that's a sign to say that I took some profit. So I was able to take off half of my position. All right, half of my position, and I was able to bank that. So where was I left? Well, obviously I've got a target. I've got a second target, and as you can see, my second target is way down there. But what has since happened is price has gone against me a little bit now, hasn't it? And remember, this is a daily chart, so each one of these bars represents a day. So we've had a slow crawl from all the way down here back up almost to my entry point. Now, am I worried about this trade? Well, there's absolutely no reason I should be worried about this trade, because unless price was to gap up somewhere above my entry, and this line here is my stop loss. Sorry, if price was to gap up here above my stop loss, then there's just no way that I can really lose in this trade. So the question I wanted to ask you is, well, before I go there, I just want you to understand why I haven't moved my stop to break even. And hopefully this is going to be a lesson in exactly why I haven't done that. Now, obviously I've achieved my first target, haven't I? Price, let me get my arrow. Price has come down from my entry. Somewhere in this leg here, price has taken out half of my position, or I've closed half of my position. I left half of the position on the table, hoping for it to push down to my second target. Now, as we can see here, that's not currently happening. But this is where the mindset game comes in. I have left my stop here specifically for this, potentially this kind of scenario. I don't know if it's going to play out. I've showed you what date this is, so you can see that this is a live video. All right. I don't know if this is going to show out, but I thought I'd shoot this video and store it on my computer just in case it does. Now, price, as you can see, at some point has been right up against my entry point. Now, potentially, price can come here, mess about in this area, and then hopefully price will then carry on back down to my original second profit target. Now, let me just get rid of that. So no, I won't just get rid of that yet. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, what it means is if I had moved my price, my stop loss down to break even, I may well have got taken out by that bar. If price pushes up any further and my price was at break even, I will get taken out. Or if I'd moved my price to break even, I would have got taken out. And if price then went in my direction after being at just through my break even, I'd be gutted, wouldn't I? So this is exactly what leaving my profit target up, my stop loss, sorry, up here allows me to do. It allows me a little bit of wiggle room should price come back against me. Now, as far as my fundamental analysis is concerned, ladies and gentlemen, that's not changed. I'm still very, very, at this moment in time anyway, bearish this pair. But remember, on a longer term stretch, I'm actually bullish the Australian dollar. So let's just show you what I'm thinking. I just want to show you what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking it. Now let me just that's better. Just get rid of that. Now what I'm thinking is this. Price has pushed up in this leg here, hasn't it? Price is pushing up back into my entry at this leg. And as you can see, my profit, most of the profit has gone out of the position so far. Now, because I'm still bearish this pair at the moment, but bullish longer term, all right, I still believe that we're going to push down. I believe this pattern is showing me that price is going to push back down. But the question becomes, when do I push back down? I want to show you that pattern, guys. Let me just show you what I feel is playing out here. Let me go down to the 4-hour chart. In fact, let me go down to the 2-hour chart. Now, can you see it? Can you see the shape in there? Can you see the pattern in there? Which is telling me that I think that this leg here could be coming to an end, and actually we could be just on the cusp of lower prices, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully those lower prices mean back down to my second target. Now I don't know that here on the 10th of June whether that's going to happen. I don't actually even know if price is going to push back up. Let's just get back here. I don't actually know, and go back up the time frames, if price is actually going to just push up and take me out. Now, if it does take me out, okay, I will still have made X amount of pips on one part of this position. I cannot lose, all right? As I said, unless price massively gapped up here. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but where probabilities come into trading is that I also don't know if price is going to turn around and go south, do I? Here on the 10th of June at 9 p.m. So there is a pattern in this up leg as I go down to the 2-hour chart. Let's go. Sorry, I'm going back and forth, but it's important that I show you. There is a pattern in this up leg here that makes me confident that price will turn round. All right, even though I don't know. And what I'm actually going to be looking for is something like this. Not necessarily from here. You know, price could push up here yet. But what I'm going to be looking for is something like this. Some kind of a push down. Some kind of a retracement. Okay? And in all of these, inside of these, I'm going to be looking for a pattern. And if this happens, I'm going to sell this market again, guys. I'm going to sell it again. I might even put my stop where it is now or just above this level here and see what happens. Now, the problem is I can't do that here on, for some reason, I can't do that here on TradingView. I don't know why, but if I was to add another position to this, another short position to this pair, what it does is it actually cancels the position that I currently have and replaces all of this with the new position that I've taken. It just adds those together. Instead of keeping the two of them running there in tandem, it closes this one, and I'm yet to know how to have two separate positions in one pair on TradingView. So, you know, TradingView is not my real account. It's not where my real money is, but it's where I do my real analysis. So everything that I do here, I just go across to MT5 and place the money trade. Okay, so guys, let's see what happens. I'm going to leave it there for now. I've only been on here, well, I say only, nearly 10 minutes. I didn't expect the video to be that long, but I just want to say to you, the reason that I'm looking to potentially enter again is because of the pattern that I'm seeing in this leg here. So guys, thanks for sitting in with me. I'll catch you all very, very soon and hope you're having a great trading week. I'm really hoping that this trade here shows why I leave this stop loss up here. But let's see. Thank you, traders. Catch you very, very soon now. Take care. Good evening, traders, and welcome back to Hore Trader UK. It's currently Monday, the 14th of June 2021, and as you can see by the clock here, it's 8 minutes to 12 p.m. UK time. Traders, I'm going to keep this very short and very brief for you. It's a trade which I've already gone into some detail in and explaining what I want to do earlier on in this video. So I just want to show you now what's actually transpiring with a little bit of a recap in this particular trade. So remember, the pair that we're talking about here is the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, the Aussie Kiwi. And I said that I am actually looking for higher prices. Okay, now the reason that I'm not ready for higher prices, I don't believe that this pattern here, this sideways pattern, is yet complete. It's not complete, ladies and gentlemen, and I actually believe that there are lower prices before we actually get the push up. Now let's go down to the daily chart. All right. Now, if you remember earlier on in the video, I said this leg here has a pattern that I'm interested in. Remember, I'm currently bearish, the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, shorter term, but long term, I expect this pair to go higher, as I just said earlier on in this video. Now, but I see an opportunity to make some pips to the downside before that takes off. Now, this is the leg that I'm interested in. Okay, this is the leg that I'm interested in. And as you can see here, price has pushed up. Let me just go down. Let me just start going down the time frames now till I see what I need to see. Now, what did I say in my last video? I said that there was a pattern in here that I was interested in, and I felt that the pattern was starting to show me that this leg may now or be soon coming to an end. And I think we were about here. I think we were around about here when I was shooting that earlier video. And I actually said that price may not go south from here, but may actually push up, okay, and go into, put me into negative territory, and then hopefully when it gets there, give me some kind of a pattern. And what I said that pattern might be is, I said, and I think it was on the 10th of June I shot that video, I said price would give me some kind of a sell-off and some kind of a correction, and I would look to sell that correction. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what I said could potentially happen. I've had my sell-off, okay, and that price is also correcting that sell-off. Now, let me just minimize this. Now, I've got everything that I need. Everything that I spoke about in that earlier video, I've got right here. The end of this pattern, and also the the pattern at the end of it, telling me that we could be now getting into looking for lower prices. But the problem that I have is, again, for some reason, I cannot have two separate positions on TradingView. So if I was to sell this market again here, all right, it's going to cancel out this trade here. And I really, for video purposes, I really don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is, let me see if I can find some kind of a tag, some kind of a marker. Let me just have a look. Something that's going to allow me to be able to just put a marker in the sand and say, all right, I sold the market here, because that's what I'm going to do. This is exactly what I need here. This price label. So look at price. Price is at 109,794. Okay. And this is, so what I'm doing here, this is going to mirror exactly what I'm going to do in my real account. But unfortunately, I can't take the trade live here because it will cancel out this. But I want to leave some kind of a marker to let you know on this date here, which is the 14th of June at 5 to 12 p.m. that I placed a trade right here. So let me just do that. Let me just try and do that right now. Okay. Perfect. Okay, give or take. I mean, that says point. Let's have a look. Can I do any? Perfect. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so this label here denotes where I'm going to go and sell in my real account. Now, how am I going to fashion this trade in my real account? Let me just auto that. What I'm going to do from here, I'm going to place my stop up here. Oopsie daisy. 1 second there. I'm going to place my stop right where price already is. That's only 60 pips, guys. There's 60 pips, all right? Now, my take profit, where's that going to go? Well, as per the earlier trade, I'm going to, excuse me, I'm really struggling here. I'm going to take the distance in between my entry and my stop loss. Bring that down one more time. Okay, I'm going to bring it down once. I'm going to put in my horizontal line, which gives me a 1-to-1. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it down another time. So this is where, if price gets there, I'm going to look to take off half of the position. And I'm going to leave the original target as my second target. So guys, what I'm actually saying is I'm shooting for this again. I'm in pretty much the same area where I took the trade before, noted by that red arrow. And I'm looking to see if I can't sell this market again. But as I say, I can't do it here. But I've put this here so you can see where I've sold in my real account. And I just wanted to shoot this video to show you what I'm doing. So guys, let's see what happens. I'm going to go in at the market. So there's not going to be any limit orders, because I'm where I need to be as far as price is concerned. And while I'm talking about it, look at that bar there. This bar right here. Nice negative bar, that. Look at the wicks on that bar. Look at them, both of them. Awesome. I'm going to sell this market, guys. So let's see how we go, traders. Sorry, I don't know how to do this without losing this trade. In fact, I'll send a ticket into TradingView tonight to see if they can help me. But in the meantime, take care, traders, and I'll catch you really, really soon. Take care now.